Oh my God, my hair is like...
Hey family, I'm Matthew James Dunnigan.
I'm Miles E. Johnson.
And this is What's Your Sign here on Blacktag.
What's your sign? We're really gonna be talking to your favorite artists, celebrities, influencers, and we're gonna be talking to their ancestors, looking up their charts, and kind of doing these like really cool tag team readings.
Where we talk about the stars and a little bit of
necromancy, talking to dead people, getting tapped into your sixth sense, graveyard, chatting.
I can't wait. And we're a queer Black couple doing astrology and tarot. Like,
what in the abomination?
What in the abomination? Oh my God.
A flying saucer landed in my living room.
This one's a Pisces.
Like I'm psychic or something.
What is your sign?
What is your sign?
See your rising sign. Brandon Blackwood.
What is your sign?
Ooh, yeah.
So now to welcome our first guest, the designer Brandon Blackwood.
Yay!
Hey guys.
Brandon.
Hey.
It's like a 4.
My boo.
What's up?
Chilling like a villain. What's going on? How are you?
Good,
Ready
good.
to talk to dead people?
Super excited.
How are you doing today?
Really good. I'm really excited for this. I don't know too much about charts and all that stuff, so I'm excited to learn.
How much do you know about like necromancy and talking to dead people and all that other stuff?
None.
Okay. Most people, they're like, no, I stick to fashion. I stick to fashion and looks.
So, do you know what time you were born?
3:30.
3:30, and your birthday is?
October 17, 1991.
October 17th, 1991, 3:30, and you were born where?
I think it's actually like Mineola, New York.
Mineola, New York. So that's Long Island, right?
I think so.
It's coming up that you're, of course, a Libra sun, and that your moon is in Aquarius, and your rising is also in Aquarius. Let's start with Libra, because that's what you know. Libra is ruled by the planet Venus, and Venus is the planet of art, love, luxury, beauty, abundance, wealth, worth, quality, value. And Libra is an air sign, so it represents the ideas of what the Venus deals with, right? And then your moon is in Aquarius. Aquarius is ruled by Uranus. Uranus is the coldest planet in the solar system. So Aquarius is known for being a bit cool, a bit detached, very objective, can really go into their mind and really like compartmentalize things and get like a really clear view of what's really going on, right? And Uranus is the only planet that's not named after a Greek mythological character. So it's known for having a left of center energy, Aquarius energy. It's known for being quirky. It's not like the rest of the planets. It's all about what's new, what's never been seen before. Not the past, not the present, but what has never been seen before. So in your moon, how you feel emotionally nourished, and also how you appear to the world as you're rising, with that being Aquarius, both of those being Aquarius, it's all about what's new. And as a Libra, it's all about making it aesthetically pleasing, making it beautiful, making it palatable to the audience.
So like makes total sense.
Yeah,
why you're a
I'm like
designer.
literally total sense.
What got you into designing? Like what got you into it?
Since I was like young, I would like go into my mom's closet and like find like clothes and like cut them up and then put them on my cousin, like have runway shows and stuff like all the time. And growing up in like a very like first gen like Jamaican household, they were like doctor, lawyer, everything else like doesn't exist. So I actually went to school for neuroscience.
Really?
And yeah, went to school there, but then all my breaks I would go to like, it was at Nylon Magazine, Elle Magazine, just like doing internships and lying to like my family, being like, no, I'm like at the science thing.
Right.
All the while I'm like just trekking like garment bags to the city for like magazines.
Wow.
And then my senior year of college, I was like really over science. I was like, I don't want to, after I graduate, I don't want to do this. So I changed my major last minute. And basically my senior thesis ended up being a 141-page piece on the wrap dress by Diana von Furstenberg. So
Wow.
That's
yeah.
beautiful.
And then my family found out.
Wow.
Because I didn't tell them like at all that I changed my major or anything. It was like really
Right.
bad.
And that's a good thesis.
Yeah, I was like, why not?
Yeah.
Aquarius is the ruler of technology. So I think it's really interesting that you studied neuroscience because it rules the sciences, it rules the social sciences. And so the fact that you dealt with that is really interesting to me.
Wait, have you ever got a tarot reading before?
I've done it like twice, but in New Orleans, I feel like it was more like a touristy thing.
Yeah. So basically, I'm a third generation reader in my family, maternal side. And cards is how I like focus in order to like essentially talk to dead people. And so I call on your higher self, our ancestors, in order to give me messages, affirmations, and stuff like that. So the first thing that was coming to me was like the perseverance on 4. So like I felt this like energy of like congratulations. It feels like, oh, this person doesn't like sit and reflect on how much they've done for their bloodline, for themselves. So I don't know how often you like reflect on like where you began, where you are now, and like soak it in. But it's like perseverance. And the other thing that's really beautiful about it too, is that you did it through intuition and through creativity. So when you do things based off of like just how you feel or creative impulses, those aren't like solid things in the world that like just must work. You just kind of know it's gonna work, and everybody's gonna look at you crazy until
That's
it
what
works.
I've always felt with the
Those decisions that you've made were ancestral, psychic decisions, just as much as they were creative
getting
decisions.
goosebumps. That's crazy.
Yeah. And again, like I just keep on seeing this image of you sitting down and you kind of like crying and like maybe even looking at like your family lineage or looking at like who you were when you were a kid and like seeing where you are now and like soaking it in.
I definitely have like some moments like that.
Yeah.
And it'll be like random though.
Okay, so again, tarot readings aren't all honey and sugar. The other thing that I'm getting is because you had to persevere so much, you're also like bordering on like workaholicism. So like you kind of like you're operating out of a little bit of scarcity, and I heard slow down, enjoy it. You know, the worst, the worst is behind you, and slowing down. But it's almost like, oh, I never want to experience that again, or I always want to feel really comfortable. That like you're not sitting down to enjoy it, and then also
My mouth is just like I'm like,
and and when we operate out of those things of scarcity, it kind of that deflects abundance. And abundance for you specifically isn't just about money. Abundance is about quality of life for you.
So, not to be confused with the first house, that is how you present to the world. But the 10th house deals with your public image, it deals with recognition, it deals with gains and successes, like in the public sphere. Okay, so the 10th house, you have the sign of Sagittarius.
Okay, and then what's their 8th house?
And
I
the
guess do the same
8th
thing, I'm
house,
sorry.
no, so the 8th house is the house of deep bonded partnerships.
Okay.
So that the 8th house deals with sex, it deals with marriage, it deals with contractual agreements, and it also deals with your connection to the other side. So yes, the 4th house does deal with family lineage, but the 8th house deals with you accessing your ancestors because it deals with deep bonds.
So you see this like 88 where it says abundance, and then it's 8 of Wands. Your relationship with your ancestors, your relationship with that communion, is really important for everybody. Super important for you. Like they're almost making me feel like you.
Can I insert this really quick because this is wild to me? The fact that 88 came out.
Well,
and
888. So 88 and then the 8 of Wands.
Right. So you have Mars in Scorpio in the 8th house, and then Mercury in Scorpio in the 8th house.
Yeah.
Mars deals with your life force, how you actually replenish yourself. Scorpio deals with going to the underground. It deals with going to the unseen realms. It's the opposite sign of Taurus. So where Taurus deals with the tactile, what we can see, feel, taste, touch, Scorpio's like, oh, I want to go to the places that no one has ever seen before and explore those places. That's where our ancestors live. And with your Mars being in Scorpio, your life force is there. And then your Mercury is also in Scorpio. So you are called to think along those lines of going to those deep, dark, unknown, unseen places where your ancestors are, accessing your connection with them and producing from that space.
Like what I'm seeing is like you grabbing memories of ancestors who are not here and translating it into luxury. And you'll notice the more you do that, the more you are like really intentional about making that connection, the faster that you'll go. you'll literally see, like, I'm talking money, I'm talking about opportunities, I'm talking about expansion of business, I'm talking about all those things. You'll see those things widening. And you'll see those things going quicker the more you recognize those things. And also, I am getting this meditation. I'm feeling like your brain's going too fast. So like meditation is important for everybody, but specifically you, because the thought space is also the psychic space. It's how they communicate with you, and making that a clear channel is essential. Do a sound bowl, do meditation in the morning, do these things that really clear your mind, because those images that you see, those things that kind of like are flashes of things, those are the things that like that they're sending you, not just so you can succeed and make money, but also so you can like exonerate them. That this is like literally, I just saw your bags on an altar. Like that is the way that you show appreciation to your ancestors. It's through that work, and that's how come you're getting a lot of benefit from it, is because that this is almost like affirmation for your soul that you're doing what they would want you to do, you know?
And their sun is the third eight is the fact that your sun is also in Libra in the 8th house. And if our sun deals with our optimal existence, who we are ascending into being, right? And your sun's in Libra and it's in the 8th house, wherever the sun is, that's illuminating, that's the space that's being illuminated and showing where your identity is. And your identity is also in the 8th house. Your sun's in Libra in the 8th house. So you'll really come into knowing who you are on a really, really deep psychic level when you really go to that 8th house, you go to that ancestral space. And babe, another thing I wanted to add is the fact that they have Gemini in the 4th house.
Okay.
The 4th house being the house of family ancestry. Gemini deals with community, but your lot of fortune, everybody has a lot of fortune, L-O-T of fortune. And your lot of fortune is in the 4th house. Wherever our lot of fortune is, when we tap into that particular energy, it brings us fortune, it brings us benefit, it brings us blessings. When you go back to your ancestral roots, and because it's in the sign of Gemini that deals with community, when you go back there and you exonerate them, that's what's gonna bring you a lot of blessing, a lot of benefit, a lot of abundance.
And then they keep on telling me, so this is a little literal. So I was like, I'm not gonna take it that literal, but now I keep on hearing it. Like they keep on talking to me about the house. So I don't, yeah. so
Oh my God, my hair is like.
So I'm assuming this is like purchase the house, do the property, do those things. The thing that's I know it's creepy.
I'm literally in contract in the house.
They're so proud of you, and it's showing that you're not scared. So 5 of Pentacles upright for me is out in the cold, eviction, that kind of energy. You like really saying like, no, I'm gonna get this home. This is gonna be great. It's really showing that there's gonna be parties there. There's going to be like salons there. Like there's going to be a lot of great things.
We just threw like a really big Juneteenth party. We do like our birthday parties, and we do like we open up the whole house. And
that's abundance too. Yeah. Having that opportunity, having that space to do those things, and they're really affirming that. And then 10 of Cups.
I'm sorry. I'm just like,
good.
No, it's like, so I moved in to this place. We were like renting it at first. And then like 2 months in, I was like, this is it. And then the owners were like, we want to sell it. And I've been doing every and anything to lock it down. We're literally in contract. Right? I think we should be closing like in like 2 weeks. And we've just done everything. And like, it's the first time I ever bought a property. And like, I know I'm so emotional. It's like, it's a really big deal for like me and obviously my mom, my family and stuff. It's just like.
And it's a really big thing for your ancestors too.
I can't even talk right now. It's like so weird that you're saying all this stuff.
No, that's like you translating those impulses, those energies, because they don't leave you. You know what I mean? They put the body down. Like just right now, we're in this beautiful space, but like if all these walls disappeared or whatever, the space still exists. That we're in. Just the thing that's encapsulating the space is gone, which is the body. So we still exist as energy even once we're not in the body. And I'm feeling a lot of like happiness about this home. And that you like really, because it might have, because sometimes you can play.
It's so weird.
Yeah, but sometimes you can play small. You could be a big shark in a little pond, or like not do the next step, like not go that extra mile, but you did it. Like
I didn't want to do it for the longest.
Like, I don't know, maybe if like you have ancestors that were like very Christian Catholic energy, but like that's what I was feeling. But it was just like you beat that demon, because that demon said like, don't go to the next level. You had enough. Don't you just want to be comfortable? But it's like, no, it's about your community. It's about stability. It's about showing other people who are viewing you what's possible, you know, and you igniting that into other people. And you really did it. They're really, really, really proud of you. Really proud.
Like,
Yeah. Like, are you like naming things after people in your family? Or
so all my bags are named either after townships in like Jamaica or like friends and family.
okay, got it.
The Mandeville.
Yeah.
Got it. Continue that. Okay, I'll keep on shuffling. I'll move on to something
So
else.
like emotional.
No, it's beautiful. Readings are good.
so
It's energy
crazy.
clearing, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have any questions? Is there anything you want
I
to
mean,
tap on a little bit more?
y'all telling me everything at this point, like,
Partnership. Your Venus is in the 7th house. And your Jupiter is also in the 7th house. So Venus, like I said, art, love, luxury, beauty, worth, wealth, everything. Whatever house Venus is in, Venus wants to illuminate the qualities of that house, right? And so 7th house actually deals with partnership. It deals with relationships, be it platonic or romantic. It deals with your relating to the world, right? So with Venus being there, Venus wants to illuminate the abundance, the worth, the quality, the value of relationship in your life. Also, your Jupiter is there, right? Jupiter is the largest planet in the solar system. And so Jupiter deals with expansion, it deals with blessing, it deals with travel, it deals with foreign relationships, it deals with all of these things to do what? To expand a person's God consciousness. Jupiter is all about the God consciousness. That's why it's so big. That's why it's so grand. That's why it deals with travel. That's why it deals with philosophical pursuits. It wants to inform a person's philosophy. So you're a person that you being in relationship, it's informing your philosophy with Jupiter being there. But also with Venus being there, it's showing you the worth, the quality, the value of being in relationship to other people. Now it's in the sign of Virgo. Both your Venus and your Jupiter are in the sign of Virgo. What does that mean? Venus is saying, along with being in the 7th house, I also have an appreciation for detail because that's what Virgo deals with, for execution because that's what Virgo deals with, and with being thorough because that's what Virgo deals with. And then also with Jupiter being there, it's like I want to expand you in the energy of being in detail, of being about execution, and also of being about service because Virgo also deals with being thorough, being detailed, executing, because it wants to serve in a high way. And it's in the 7th house of partnership. So you're really called to not just give service and render service to partners, but also to receive it in a very big way because you have what are known as the 2 benefic planets, Jupiter and Venus. Jupiter is the greater benefic planet. Venus is the 2nd most benefic planet. That means they come to bless. None of the other planets come to bless like those 2 do. So you're really called to be in fruitful, abundant partnerships, be it friendships or be it romantic. And honestly, if we were to like refer to Esther Perel, she talks about making your romances more friendly and your friendships more romantic. So either way, it's about really honing in on the value, the quality, the worth, the wealth, the abundance of what relationships have to offer you. And with you being a Libra, being the sign of partnership, it's all about that. What is in balance? Give and take, healthy give and take, reciprocity. Every relationship in your life is really supposed to be about reciprocity. And if you're not receiving that, it's gotta go. So that's another thing I want to illuminate.
To get a little personal, surrender to the relationship that you're in right now. And then also, like, there's gonna be plenty of opportunities for you to like almost like image yourself in a way that feels like, I don't know, like a little bit more scandalous, like a little bit more, a little like sexier or a little bit more like heartthrobby than maybe that you like used to or thought about. And that's like really healthy for you. Yeah, I'm just seeing like you getting a lot of opportunities just to be kind of like that, and like your partner being okay with it, and like you like going into that, and like stuff. So like,
And definitely give into it. I'm Jamaican, so I get it. The side of the family that I grew up with on my Jamaican side is a little more what they would call stush. So it's a little more reserved. They're church people and everything. And being in a relationship with Miles has afforded me the opportunity to kind of really fall into the heartthrob. Hold 'em out here. No, but just that energy of really being sensual and giving into my sensuality and not being afraid of it. And I feel like as
crazy.
Jamaicans, it's important for us to reclaim that. Like we're very. When you think about it, when you listen to a lot of the Jamaican songs, it's very sexual, sensual.
yeah, it's not just about the sexuality of it. It's about you being Jamaican, you being queer, you being sexual, and it being public. That's really important. And you're gonna get more and more opportunities to do those type of things. Those images, those opportunities are gonna like make you into your own celebrity. That's the only way that I can think of this to say it how I feel. Where like there might be people who like aren't into bags, but they still know you, and they know you because of these images. I literally just saw Dancehall Queen. Like, so like there might really be like these like opportunities to like collaborate, like culture, queerness, and like public stuff, and like it's important. And it's important that you do it.
This is like the crazy.
What queer Jamaican designer have you heard of?
we were thinking of doing a trip to Jamaica to shoot dancehall. Like,
Oh, affirmed.
it's so
affirmed.
weird. This is
It's like I'm psychic or something.
wow.
Yeah. Children.
Yes, tell me.
What's going on?
Oh, with me?
Yeah.
I go back and forth.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. What's going
Yeah.
on? Because I can't tell you nothing because you haven't decided.
I literally like some days, like especially when I'm like around kids or like my friends will bring their kids over, I'm like, I need one like now. And then
You're telling me for you to pick a number, like pick an age, like say like 35, 39, pick a number, and that will actually be better for you. Like, don't like try to say like, do I want children, do I not want children? Say, I'm gonna have children at 39. That will actually harness the energy of it, and it will release some stuff for you. As you will attract experiences that that will get you prepared to be a parent.
okay.
But you do want to be a parent. I hate to say it like that, but it's like in your soul, you do want to be a parent.
Like I feel it, but I always get like scared. I think my biggest fear is like, because I work so much, I feel like I don't want to be like absent from my kids. Like, I wouldn't want to be a bad parent. You know what I mean?
The workaholism thing that I was talking about, like balancing those things, like even that, solving that's a part of you being a good parent.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like,
And that's part of doing it and attracting those experiences that refine you. So by the time you are whatever age you say in your head, you're like, oh, I'm the kind of adult that's needed in order to bring children into the world.
Yeah.
They make me feel like you're gonna do half and half, like you're gonna do like, that's
This
affirmed
makes sense
too.
because you have Gemini in the fifth house, and Gemini deals with also, because it deals with community, fifth house also deals with children. So you can find opportunities to like really be a parental figure also in community with a lot of different people. Yes, I do believe as far as like adoption and also having your own. Gemini kind of speaks to that as well because Gemini is curiosity and it's exploring all of the different options that exist, but also you're gonna have an opportunity to be a parental figure to community. So as Miles was saying, as you like really explore your gender identity and you just be in the fullness of who you are, there's a new generation, not just Gen Z, there's Gen Alpha that's coming up. Alpha means first. And so they're gonna be looking to figures who are a representation of who they are. So it's like, you're gonna have the opportunity to not just be a physical parent, but also to be parent to community. Okay, so it's been such a pleasure doing this reading for you, Brandon.
this was really fun.
I think so too. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna close out with a little sound bowl and we're gonna say the names of our ancestors and
Yeah. So we're using yellow. That's solar plexus, intuitive gut hits. We're also using purple, which is like third eye, all those kind of like psychic experiences and stuff like that. So we're like using those things, and that's essentially like what a reading, astrology reading is, like those two things coming together to like illuminate things. So let's start. I'm better at it than Matthew.
This is true.
Don't embarrass me. Let's say, so I want to say the name of my grandma, Rosalie.
And I'm gonna say the name of my grandmother, Donna.
I guess I'll say, I'll say my grandmother, her nickname was Mumsy.
Girl.
You see this? You see how the ancestors get you balanced? You see how Rosalie do me? Rosalie got my bag. Come on.
Donna got my back too.
I know, but she ain't got your bowl. That's what she don't got.
Grandma, get this one. Get this one.
She the one who doing it. Hold on. We're gonna do a bell next episode. It's gonna be nice.
I got it.
Oh, good.
Come on, Unison.
Look at my bag.
Got my back.
Get it.
She
Get
got my
it.
back. When all else turned on me. So with that being said, this has been such a wonderful experience. Brandon, thank you so much for sitting down with us and allowing us to get all in your business.
Right.
And we'll do it for many more years
Yes,
to come if you want.
We're definitely hanging out again.
All right, cool. 91, baby.
Yes.
It was good talking to you, Brandon.
It was so great talking to you both.
All right, boo.
Ring, ring. Hello. This is Darnell. I'm with Matthew now. Matthew. Done again. Yes, the singer. In the astrology. Yes. You're not playing on my phone anymore. These are not free phone calls. No. Yes, it's serious. We live together and we got a show with Blacktag Productions. Yes. New. Fantastic. I don't care. No, because your baby mama's still calling me. And if you don't, if she doesn't stop calling me, I'm hexing her. I'm hexing her. Yes. I'm not playing with you. I don't care. Okay, well, when you get that eviction notice that I just sent, you're gonna really figure out something. Get out of here. Talking about call me back. No. Get out of here. I've been always trying to get you to call me back. Call God back. That's what wants you on the front line. Bye.